Welcome back to our channel, Tech Enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into an essential topic, maximizing your network by efficiently sharing internet across multiple locations using fiber optic cables. Now, whether you're managing a multi-building office, a sprawling home, or setting up public Wi-Fi in parks, fiber optics is your best friend. And I'll walk you through the entire process from how fiber optics make this possible to using Passive Optical Networks PON for multi-point distribution. And we'll even set up an outdoor splitter and dual port ONU to show just how simple this can be. So grab a coffee and let's get started. And let's start by talking about why fiber optics is the best choice for sharing internet across different locations. Imagine a scenario where you need high-speed internet in multiple spots, like separate office buildings, multiple floors of a home, or even outdoor spaces like public venues. And with fiber optic cables, you can achieve this with ease. Let's say an office complex with different departments scattered in separate buildings. Now you could run separate cables for each building and each floor, or you can use a single fiber optic line to feed all of them. And how about your home? Have multiple floors or guest houses? Again, fiber optics can distribute that lightning-fast connection to every corner. But how does fiber optic allow this? Well, it's all thanks to the way data travels through these cables. Unlike traditional copper wires, fiber optics use light pulse, allowing for faster speed and longer distances without losing quality. And this is why they're perfect for sharing internet across larger areas. Fiber optic cables are built for speed and reliability. They handle higher bandwidth, meaning more data can be transmitted at faster rates compared to copper cables. And because they use lights, there aren't any affected by electromagnetic interference, ensuring stable connection even in an environment that would usually disrupt other types of cables. And here's the kicker. Fiber optic cable can carry data for miles without needing signal boosters, making them ideal for covering wide areas. And whether you're connecting buildings across a campus or delivering internet to remote spots, fiber optics won't let you down. And now let's take this a step further by introducing Passive Optical Networks, or PON. Now, PON is a powerful technology that allows you to distribute your internet connection to multiple points using just one fiber optic cable. So it's cost-effective, scalable, and most importantly, easy to set up. And here's how it works. You start with an optical line terminal and OLT at the source, and this is usually your central hub or the ISP connection. And the OLT feeds into a passive splitter, like a PLC splitter, which split the signal without needing power. And from the splitter, the signal is distributed to multiple optical network units ONUs at different locations, which deliver the internet to your devices. So you only need one internet source and you can distribute that connection to as many endpoints as you want. And simply by splitting the signal, no need for complex wiring setup or multiple ISP connections. So now we're in front of the demonstration board. If you need to install PON at outdoor environment, I'll demonstrate how easy it is to set up a PON system for multi-point distribution. Now here I've got an outdoor rated PLC splitter and also a dual port ONU with a 2.5G Ethernet port, which is perfect for high-speed connection. So this setup is fantastic for places like parks or outdoor campuses where you want to extend internet access. So let's begin. So here we have our central hub. the GPON optical line terminal. Then I'm going to plug in two GPON SFP transceiver. And the reason why I'm plugging two of them is because today we're using this 2-string pre-made fiber optic cable. It has 2 strings for redundancy. So let's plug in both of them. We have string A and string B. And then I'm going to plug in an Ethernet cable for internet. So now let's follow our fiber optic cable. Run from our main OLT to our PLC splitter. Now this is waterproof casing, and we are going to plug in the 2 fiber optic cable here, A and B. And this one has 2 input port and 16 output port. Let's plug in both of them. And it can supply up to 16 users. Next, I'm going to run a fiber optic cable from our PLC splitter to our ONU. So here it's done. I'm going to close our cap here. It has a key so you can lock it. So for waterproofing. Next, let's move on to our ONU. Now this ONU has dual port, and also one of them support 2.5G. So let's take out the cap. It is already power on, and this is our fiber optic cable running from the PLC splitter to the ONU, so we can convert the optical signal into Ethernet signal. So let's plug in an Ethernet cable to one of the RJ45 port, and we can connect it to our computer for internet access. So let's turn on the computer. So let's turn off the Wi-Fi, and the Ethernet is already connected. Let's check if we can get on a website. Here we go. So now we can have internet access with no problem. Now when pulling fiber optic cables, always make sure to avoid sharp bends. Use smooth and wide curves, and if you're pulling through a conduit, you can use a fish tape to guide the cable without straining it. And this will prevent damage and ensure you maintain signal quality. And let's look at some examples of how PON can be used. In an office environment, you might have multiple departments spread out across several buildings. And instead of running individual cable for each, you can use one fiber line and a splitter to connect them all. And each department gets high-speed internet, and you save on installation and equipment costs. And for homes, PON is perfect if you have multiple floors or guest houses. And you can use a single fiber optic connection to deliver fast internet to each location, all while keeping this installation simple and neat. Finally, in public spaces like parks or outdoor campuses, PON can distribute internet to Wi-Fi access point, security cameras, or even IoT sensors. So it's a flexible and scalable solution for extending connectivity across large areas. So there you have it. A complete guide to maximizing your network using fiber optics and passive optical network. Now with the right setup, you can easily share high-speed internet across multiple locations, whether it's for an office complex, a large home, or a public space. And the best part is, it's a scalable, reliable, and cost-effective. And if you're looking to expand your network easily and efficiently, PON is the way to go. Now thank you very much for joining us at FASTCABLING. And be sure to subscribe for more deep dive into tech topics just like this one. And I'll see you in our next video.